What is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New. I'm coming at you on this Wednesday. And first and foremost, as always, want to send out positive vibrations and blessings to anybody who could be listening. Now, with all that being said, we all know that the Los Angeles Lakers were in action on yesterday, taking on none other than the Oklahoma City Thunder at home downtown Los Angeles in the Crypto.com arena. And what a massively important game for the Los Angeles Lakers in the standings as they push for their playoffs lives to get into the playoffs was overshadowed by that of none other than LeBron James and the greatness of his achievement in breaking the NBA all-time scoring record, which was a great achievement. Now, I want to dive into the game on yesterday, which was a great disappointment in seeing how that the Lakers lost, but it just seems to be so overlooked on so many facets and so many levels. But we have so much to talk about today, so let's just get right into it. So before I get into the game, first, big shout out to LeBron James for breaking the captain Kareem Abdul-Jabbar record. I'm going to have some shows coming up later on in the week, and of course leading on into the off season where we can go live stream. We can debate all day long on who the GOAT is, whether some people say that LeBron James breaking the record solidifies his case for being the GOAT. Many people who already said he was the GOAT, this was just icing on top. It just wasn't anything that really solidified it, because unless you had Kareem as your GOAT, why would it matter? And a lot of people don't, although they should, because if you look at Kareem's resume against that of Michael Jordan and LeBron James, he has a great case for that argument as well. And of course, I'm going to redo my countdown leading into the summer months as well. But back to what I was saying, as far as giving LeBron James his praise, it was great last night to see his wife, his mother in attendance, his kids to be able to be in that moment with him. And LeBron James, I know somebody at courtside a few weeks asked him ago, they put it on camera too. They said, "Are you going to cry when you break that record?" He said, "Nah, man, it ain't the championship. I won't cry." Dude said, "Okay, we going to see." And lo and behold, he did. But I think it was just a relief to him, because not saying that he set out to get that goal, but just when you accomplish something like that, cementing your name in the record books for all time, because that record, LeBron James is still playing at a high level, especially on the offensive end. So he's only going to add more to that. And like Dirk said, hey, you're going to start to run out of arguments pretty soon. And you can say longevity. You can say whatever you want. We all know Michael Jordan, quit on his team twice, and that's probably why a lot of people have him as GOAT, because they only remember the good. Michael Jordan knew when to exit, because, why not go for 4? Why not? You three-peated once already. Why not go for 4? You was losing Pippen. You was losing Phil Jackson. You knew you probably couldn't run it back. You didn't want to go out like that. You'd rather retire on top. And who can blame the man? If I'm not mistaken, I think Elway did the same thing. And that's why you had great memories of Elway, winning that Super Bowl, finally with Terrell Davis, getting over the hump and winning that bowl. But then, Joe Montana, you don't feel the same way, because we see him when he left the 49ers after having Jerry Rice, Roger Craig, Mike Singletary and company. Ronnie Lott and company. My bad. Not Mike Singletary. Ronnie Lott and company. You saw him go to the Chiefs. And, of course, it just wasn't the same. Just like you saw Shaq, which he doesn't nearly get the hell that LeBron James gets for hopping to 6, 7, 8, 9 teams in the latter portions of his career, trying to earn himself a ring, like Charles Barkley when he left the Sixers to the Phoenix Suns, and then again to the Houston Rockets. But, what's a song? I don't know what y'all young people say and what y'all do, but it's a song. I don't know if it's Lil Baby, the Baby, or whoever it is, but they say it's a problem. It's y'all know what I'm talking about. Shit, I don't even know. It's a problem when I do it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're not going to get into all that. I'm going to get back to that of LeBron James, because we're going to talk about that. I'd rather live stream that and take on some questions and do some debating when we do have that opportunity. But, I can get back to that in the latter portions of this particular show too. But what I want to do for now is just say how disappointed I am in the Los Angeles Lakers for losing my bread last night against the OKC Thunder, who was on the second night of a back-to-back, and this same OKC Thunder team had just got blown out in the previous night against none other than a Stephless Golden State Warriors. So to me, and I'm just going to keep it real right now, to me, I feel like there is some disgruntled players within the locker room surrounding, of course, the Kyrie trade. You probably have people who fan of Westbrook who might think, why LeBron even saying things in the media, as far as even if he are doing interviews saying, oh, yeah, I would have loved to have this player, I would have loved to have that player, or tweeting or whatever he's doing. Sometimes, even though I do have LeBron as the GOAT and I do have him all time as my best player to ever play the game, especially as an all-around player. And there's so many different ways of that. And I do feel that he's been a great leader over the years. But I would say in these past couple of years with the Lakers, I have not been thrilled with the way he's gone about things. Most notably, of course, bringing Russell Westbrook in, which, I'm not going to say he is the GM of the Lakers doing that, of course, but by him having a lot to do with that. Now, of course, Russell Westbrook, a lot of people say have a lot to do with them losing a lot of games and not being a good fit. So he took part in that. I'm sure that he gave him the green light without maybe doing the proper scouting. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But, when you get in the media and say things, you might have players in the locker room who are, friends with Russell Westbrook and really have his back. And they feel like, well, LeBron James, you was cool with Russell Westbrook. Y'all was friends. You brought him here. And now, lo and behold, you trying to get rid of him. So, maybe it is what it is, because any scenario bringing Kyrie Irving to the Los Angeles Lakers, if I'm not mistaken, would include that of the departure of Russell Westbrook. So now you have players probably in the locker room. And of course, speaking of disgruntled players, Russell Westbrook was said on last night to had words with Darvin Ham in the locker room and got into a very heated verbal exchange because Ham said something to him about when he subbed him out, not getting off the floor quick enough and staying on the floor too long. I don't know if it caused a delay of game. I didn't quite pick it up in the game because for some reason I was getting a bad feed last night while I was trying to watch the game. So that really kind of pissed me off too. And, it was freezing up on me bad, especially towards the end. So I actually did not see LeBron James check himself out. I believe they said because his foot was sore and maybe he had to come out. If that's true, put it down in the comments and let me know. I just saw that the Lakers were making some sort of push all due to Russell Westbrook at the end, but LeBron James during that time was not on the floor. And I know he was thrilled about breaking the record. But another big thing that I want to notice, and I don't know if you guys saw this yet either, that's been reported on ESPN as well. And Jalen Rose talked about it early on the ESPN show today, that Anthony Davis, during LeBron James, probably one of the most proudest moments in his career, here it is, your friend, your teammate, somebody who you won a championship with, in his shining moment, and you are sitting on the bench, not even watching, not even partaking. I don't know if it's the frustration of you guys are losing this game. I don't know if it's the frustration of you're not performing well during this game or particularly well when LeBron James comes back. I can see if LeBron James was out there ball hogging, trying to get this record. But LeBron James took 20 shots last night, y'all. Scored 38 points. He only took 20 shots, fam. AD, what did you do? 13 points, 8 rebounds, a -4 on the floor. You 6 out of 9. You only took 9 attempts. But you mad at LeBron James. Demand the ball, Anthony Davis. Fight your way onto the post. Demand that they double team you. Create for your teammates. Do things to get yourself involved. When LeBron James was out, you was having a monstrous game, and we all said the Los Angeles Lakers could still be a dangerous team if, this is the key word, if both, let me say it again, if both Anthony Davis and LeBron James are performing at that kind of level. But you can't just get that performance from one of them. And we had games where you had flashes of greatness. I can't remember the game where Westbrook stole it at the end. They finished off the play, ended the game like that. But the Lakers have been in far too many close games. They keep playing down to the level of their competition. Now watch when they come out and play Milwaukee, they'll play up to the level. And then another thing, Rui, I know he's been a great addition coming over, but sometimes you have to earn some of those minutes. I know he's new. He's the acquisition. You want to get him acclimated into the offense, but now it's not necessarily the time. You're pushing for a playoff. You had Wayne Gabriel, who was a plus 16 on the year. Performing at a high level, getting offensive rebounds, and probably could have provided you with defense and the energy that you needed, but you still elected not to play him at all with the DNP. You gave Thomas Bryant 16 minutes. He performed decently, but at the end of the day, he's no rim protector. And, of course, the Lakers gave up way too many threes where it just wasn't like they were swinging the ball. These was coming up the court, people walking into the three. So where was that defensive tenacity? The Lakers have been scoring great. They fifth in offense in the league. The Lakers can score points, but they're not stopping anybody. Now, that's what they hung their hat on in the earlier part of the season. And, of course, that was with Anthony Davis. So you thought with Anthony Davis back and Pat Bev, then you would get an opportunity to see the Lakers play some good defense and start to string together some good wins. But no, what do you see? You see two of the most disappointing losses of the season, in that of New Orleans and OKC, who you are battling for the play-in and the playoff tournament. Now, LeBron James, you said, I will not miss the playoffs again. You better make that tweet age well. And I'm not blaming it on LeBron because he gave it his all. He continue to give his all. But what is his teammates doing? Can Darvin Ham get a rotation in place? I know Austin Reeves was coming back last night, kind of working his way in. You only gave him a few minutes. I don't know if he was on a minutes restriction or what, but you're not giving people the opportunity to get themselves into the game. Lonnie Walker seemed like he was going to have a decent game. The Lakers was playing well early on. I do kind of hate, they came back and they, cut the lead within 4 or 5. And then LeBron James, of course, they cut it from 13 or whatever. LeBron James was like a plus 5 or 6 on the floor last night, so he was not in the minus. AD was in the minus, but, when LeBron James hit that shot to get the record, when they stopped everything, that was a great time and everything like that. But it would have been great to do it maybe at the end of a quarter. I understand you do it right then. That is amazing, but it hurts the momentum. And then, of course, I think it was a trap game. I should have known not to bet so much last night because I should have known it was a trap game for the Los Angeles Lakers because they became bystanders, even the teammates, in awe of what LeBron James was. And maybe they was just caught in the moment. And then, of course, stopping of the game. And then, of course, that made OKC hungry to even get it. And even when they interviewed Gilchrist Alexander, y'all know what I'm talking about. After the game, even when they interviewed him, he said, what? What did he say? He said, well, don't forget about our victory, because everything they kept asking him was about LeBron James. Dude is young. He don't really remember LeBron James doing all that. He, 21, 22 years old? LeBron been playing for that long. So think about it. When LeBron James really started doing the things he's doing, this guy was 10. But at the end of the day, the Lakers had to beat the Pelicans and did not. Had to beat OKC and did not. And I predicted that they would. And had they done that, they would have been in a great position right now because they would be in front of both of them in the standings. But it's like that playing the Lakers woke up the beast and the Pelicans. And now here they are playing great basketball. We saw Denver Nuggets demolish the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think they'll get demolished again tonight. I think Portland is going to lose. I think a lot of these teams are still going to come back down to earth. And still, if you look at it, the Lakers 5 games under 500 are still not totally out of it. They're going to have an inside players only meeting or something to say, look, let's be professional. Let's get back to having fun. People didn't get traded. It is what it is. We have a chance to do something really special here right now, something that's probably never been done. A team below 500 this late in the season to make a move and do something. Still a day before the trade deadline. I doubt if there'll be any movement. If it is, I'll be right back at you with a show to give you my take and the quickest update. But, Anthony Davis sitting down during LeBron James' moment. Put in the comments what you think it was. Maybe he was disappointed in himself. Maybe that was his way of just taking it all in. Maybe that was just him thinking, man, I need to be doing that. Maybe it was a hint of jealousy. Maybe, I don't know what it was. You would think he would want to be in that moment and be there to congratulate him. But, of course, he should have known that people would see him sitting there. So until we get word from him out of his own mouth, because I'm sure that question would probably be asked. Maybe, I don't think it was, that question was posed to him on yesterday evening. I didn't get to watch his post-game presser. But, I'm pretty sure that some responsible reporter from Spectrum or somewhere will approach Anthony Davis with that question. So we'll see what he has to say about that, even though he has some time to think about it. But back to Darvin Ham, why is he continuing to put out 3-guard lineups? At all times, Anthony Davis or LeBron James needs to be on the floor. In the waning minutes, he does the same thing again each quarter, having Anthony Davis and LeBron James sit at the same time, which makes no sense. You could easily have Westbrook and AD in there who have good chemistry on pick and rolls. You wasn't running a whole lot of good action towards that last night. Then you come with the 3-guard lineup without them. When I'm talking about, let's say Lonnie Walker, Pat Bev, and a Westbrook all at the same time, or Austin Reeves, Pat Bev, and a Westbrook at the same time. The 3-guard lineup for the Lakers without LeBron is a -16 per 100 possessions. And I don't know why Darvin Ham continues. -16 per 100 possessions, which means if you use this lineup, they will continue to get blown out on a night in and night out basis. But yet, you continue to put that lineup out there. Even when LeBron James out there, it's not a minus, but it's still not a good lineup. I'm trying to figure out what he is really doing. I would like to see Gabriel maybe get some more minutes just because of the hustle that he has and getting offensive rebounds. Him and Westbrook have a great chemistry together where they was getting a lot of action, getting some good points. And Wayne Gabriel played some pretty good defense. Not against larger centers, but we're going to see what the Lakers are going to do tomorrow night. I think maybe they've exhaled after what happened with LeBron, and they can not have those distractions. They're going to come out on TNT. Maybe Anthony Davis can summon up some pride in himself and battle Giannis Antetokounmpo man to man and see what the Lakers are truly made of. There's only so much time left in the season. I have been fairly confident, but I won't lie to you. Confidence is starting to slip away because this season is getting shorter by the moment. And teams like New Orleans, teams like Minnesota, teams like OKC, they are still fighting to get it. And if I'm not mistaken, Karl Anthony Towns is still out. So when he comes back, that's a boost in the arm. Phoenix, who have been out, they got Booker back yesterday. That's a boost in the arm. Then you got teams like New Orleans, who are going to get Zion back, another boost in the arm. So Portland, I think they're going to continue to maybe fall. We'll see if Dame can continue to keep them afloat, but they got a tough schedule coming up as well. The Lakers just need to focus on who is in front of them. But again, I want to give mad props and shout outs to LeBron James for breaking that record, to me, solidifying his case for being the best basketball player of all time. Hater to love it. You call it what you want. About to have some new merch available. I already got the right on to the real. Much love to these haters out here. We about to come with some nice GOAT James merch. So please check it out. It's going to be coming real soon to you. So, if you haven't done so already, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. And of course, reshare my original viral video on GOAT James. I called it. That was 5 years ago. I said he's going to go down as all-time scoring leader and top 5 in assists. And lo and behold, it has happened. You might as well call me young Cleo. Y'all probably too young to even know who Cleo was. She was Psychic Friends Network back in the day. But either way, man, much love to everybody. Right on to the real. Much love to the haters. See y'all on tomorrow. Peace.